It's a $1.5 million matching grant, which means $750,000 that we put up, and then the government puts up $750,000. But it's to help farmers. We provide technical assistance out in the field, and we help farmers adopt no-till, cover crops, climate-smart practices that will reduce carbon and increase carbon sequestration, improve soil health, and improve water quality. That's the goals of the program.
And so the farmers, they'll be provided some funding for what? Parts and pieces, agronomics, or what?
Well, as the NRCS programs that farmers apply for, they've had trouble in the past getting the assistance from NRCS because they didn't have the labor force. And so that's what we're going to help with in Illinois, is providing boots on the ground. Our agronomy team we have a lot of CCAs on our team, and we're going to be hiring a few more to be out in the field, help farmers mitigate some of the issues that are when you start with cover crops and managing them. It can be a learning process, and so we're trying to mitigate any negative impact on productivity while you adopt these new practices. And our agronomy team has a lot of background on that, and I think can really help farmers adopt those practices.
You have any concerns about the new administration making changes that may be adverse to the soybean industry or productivity or the markets?
Well, I think there's always, the unknown is always the part that you're scared of. There's been a lot of rhetoric, during the campaign process, but we're hopeful that the deals can be worked out, and that we won't be negatively impacted by any actions. And I think the thing we need to be is we need to be optimistic. And, I think that's one thing. If farmers weren't optimistic, we wouldn't be in the business, because there's a lot of things that can get you down in this business. And so I think as an organization, we're remaining optimistic that between our organization and ASA, that, we won't be negatively impacted too bad by this administration. And matter of fact, we hope that, we'll flourish under this administration.
Illinois Soybean Association's got a big birthday coming up. You've helped farmers get a long way in that 60 years.
Yes, it's interesting you brought that up, Stu. I just looked before I came here, looking back 60 years. And in 1964, the United States grew 30.8 million acres of soybeans at an average yield of 24 bushel an acre. So the total production was 748 million bushel back in 1964. This year, Illinois alone produced over 700 million bushel of soybeans. So it tells you how far we have come. It's not just this organization. It's working with industry, and all the checkoff dollars that have been put to research and developing hybrids, and industry working on that as well. All of their dollars they've put into it. It's made the soybean a very profitable crop and viable crop, and it's really a great success story, and it's one that we like to tell.
My dad raised soybeans. I'm sure yours did too. Okay.
Yes.
You can probably remember some of your first days in the soybean field, and really what you did to help bring in that crop and make money off of it.
Yes, I remember back when I was younger, probably when I was 10 years old. My dad used to say if we could get 40 bushel an acre soybeans, that was a great yield, and we very seldom got it, back then. And now, if we don't get 70 bushel an acre, we're disappointed. And so it's just amazing that we've almost doubled production in a 60-year period of time. And I guess if you look at the national average, we've more than doubled production. So that says a lot about the industry.
A lot of Jimson weeds and stamp weeds and things like that fell to the weed hooks that you and I had in the soybean field.
Yeah, that brings back a lot of memories. That's for sure. Walked many miles out in the field, and got in trouble sometimes when we got to playing around too much and didn't cut the weeds like we were supposed to. But it's all good memories. Glad I don't have to do it anymore. But we have come a long ways, in the management of soybeans. I think that's something that gets overlooked, and it's been the university's research, it's been our research dollars that the farmers have put forward that have helped us learn how to manage soybeans. We're learning the value of sulfur in soybeans these days, that it impacts yields and helps yields along, and all the fungicide and insecticides that are used today that we didn't have back 60 years ago. So there's just a lot that, and we're planting soybeans earlier, planting them in April, and this year they were 5 to 10 bushel better than the May planted soybeans. So there's just a lot that has helped this make this change over the 60 years.